This trek is about reaching Kodaikanal not by road but entirely on foot. It is one of the toughest treks in Tamil Nadu, covering 2 days with an overnight stay at a campsite. The trail climbs nearly 2000 meters in elevation, making it a true test of endurance. But the reward is an unforgettable journey through forests, a remote mountain village, and breathtaking views before finally reaching Kodaikanal. We took an overnight bus from Bengaluru and reached Periyamalai, the nearest town to the starting point of the trek. It is a small town, and we spent very little time there. Freshened up, packed our breakfast from a small eatery that only offered takeaway, and moved on. The base point of the trek is Kumbakarai checkpost, about 7 kilometers from Periyamalai. We hired an auto to cover this distance. It was early morning and the countryside looked calm and refreshing. This is the checkpost where the auto dropped us. We finished our packed breakfast here before heading towards the forest gate. A quick note: if you are planning this trek, you need to book it online in advance as the number of trekkers is limited. I have shared the booking details in the description below. After completing the registration formalities, we had to wait for another group. The forest department does not allow people to trek alone, so everyone starts together with an authorized guide. Finally, the other group arrived and we started our trek at around 10 am. The weather was already hot. Since this side of the hills lies in the rain shadow region, warm and dry conditions are common during this season. The first stretch on the road served as a warm-up before the actual trek began. Our first landmark was Kumbakarai waterfalls. During the rainy months, especially between October and December, this waterfall flows beautifully. But in July, there was only a small trickle. From here, we entered the forest. Far ahead, we could already see the massive hills of Kodaikanal rising on the horizon. Everyone started with great energy, but as the climb continued, each person settled into their own pace. Slowly, the large group broke into smaller groups. It was interesting to see a few resting shelters along the trail. We noticed them only during the initial stretch. The forest was dry, but there was still plenty of greenery around. The trail was easy at first with gentle ascent. Then the real climb began. Our pace slowed considerably. The forest remained quiet, and apart from birds, we saw no signs of wildlife. There was no streams either. This is a small shrine built around a tree, dedicated to a local deity. These tiny shrines are quite common in the forests of Tamil Nadu. Soon, the climb became much steeper. The zigzag sections became more frequent, and we found ourselves taking regular breaks. This was our first long stop. We had covered about 4 kilometers, but another 4 kilometers of much steeper climbing still remained. Our guide estimated it would take at least another 2 to 3 hours of climb. We continued climbing slowly. More than the steepness, it was the heat and humidity that drained our energy. Finally, we reached the only natural water source on the trail. It was a huge relief. We drank as much as we could and refilled our bottles. This spot is roughly 6 kilometers from the base, and it had taken us about 3 hours, including breaks, to reach here. Beyond this point, the vegetation started changing. The forest became denser with tall trees, and the air felt noticeably cooler. The climb, however, remained just as steep. Finally, we reached Vellagavi village. This beautiful mountain village is believed to be around 400 years old. The villagers worship nearly 25 local deities, and out of respect, everyone is expected to walk barefoot while inside the village. Our lunch was arranged here. After such a tiring climb, the simple meal tasted absolutely delicious. We spent some time relaxing and exploring the peaceful village before heading towards our campsite. Our stay for the night was at Eagle Camp, about 30 minutes from the village. And yes, it was another steep climb. This is the Eagle Camp. Built on the hillside, the campsite offers spectacular views of the surrounding valleys and mountains. Luckily, there were more tents than trekkers that day, so each of us got an entire tent to ourselves. The rest of the evening was spent simply soaking in the views. As the sun slowly disappeared behind the mountains, the valley changed colors every few minutes. After a long and exhausting day, there couldn't have been a better place to relax. Moments like these make every difficult climb completely worth it. As night fell, we gathered around a small campfire before enjoying a simple but satisfying dinner. The next day began early. We woke up before sunrise, and it turned out to be one of the beautiful sunrises we had witnessed in recent times. You can even climb a little higher near the camp to enjoy an even wider view of the surrounding hills. After breakfast, we packed our bags, bid farewell to Eagle Camp and continued our journey towards Kodaikanal. The next 4 kilometers was almost a continuous climb. Unlike the previous day's trail, this section is used regularly by the villagers traveling between Vellagavi and Kodaikanal. Even today, horses remain the primary mode of transport for carrying goods to the village. The native forest slowly gave way to plantations of Nilgiris. Civilization was getting closer. At the end of our trek, we came across a rather disappointing sight. A new road is being constructed towards the village. This will certainly change the character of this remote landscape in the coming years. For now, JCB machines seem to dominate the scenery. We also noticed many trekkers coming from the opposite direction. Yes, you can do this trek from Kodaikanal to Kumbakarai as well. Personally, I do not prefer this direction because climbing up is much easier on the knees than spending an entire day walking downhill. Finally, we reached the official end of the trek. This is Dolphin's Nose, one of Kodaikanal's popular viewpoints. To be honest, after spending 2 days walking through forests and mountains, this viewpoint felt fairly ordinary. But for most visitors arriving by road, it is a favorite attraction. Now came the least exciting part of the trek, a 1 kilometer walk on a steep concrete road to reach the main road, from where we hired a taxi to Kodaikanal. If you are looking for a trek that is physically challenging but equally rewarding, the Kumbakarai to Kodaikanal trek should definitely be on your list. It is not just about reaching Kodaikanal. It is about experiencing the forest, the solitude, the historic village of Vellagavi, and earning every single step of the journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next adventure.